Good morning, guys. This is our 2Y reading level video for Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020. Today, we are going to practice the letter names and sounds for the letters T, U, and V. We're going to do that in the same way that we have done in our previous video. So we're going to do our letter finding game. We will go over some words that start with the letters T, U, and V. And then we will hop on over to our bookshelf and practice the initial consonant sounds for the new words on the page. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, guys, so I have our letter finding game. I am going to say a letter name or a letter sound. You will look for the letter on the screen, point to that letter, and shout out that letter name and sound. Okay, let's get started with the game. Please find for me the letter R. Do you see it? Good job, guys. The letter R is right here. Please say R. Good. Please say the sound that R makes. Repeat that. R says Great job, guys. R says Please find for me the letter that says B, B, B. What letter says B, B, B? Did you point to the letter B? Great job, guys. Say B says B. B says B. Great job, guys. B, B, B. All right, please find for me the letter that says T, T, T. What letter makes the T, T, T sound? Does this letter make the T sound? No. Does this letter make the T sound? No. How about this one right here? T says T. Please shout that out for me. T says T. Great job, guys. All right, please find for me the letter U. Where is the letter U? Great job, guys. Right here is the letter U. What sound does U make? Please shout out the sound that U makes. U says like umbrella. Umbrella starts with the letter U. Great job. This is our letter U. Amazing. Please find for me the letter V. On my screen, where is the letter V? Oh, good job, guys. Right up here is my letter V. And please shout out for me what sound V makes. V. Good job. V says V, like violin, violet. V says V. Great job, guys. We're going to do one more letter. Please find for me the letter Q. Find for me and point to the letter Q. Good job, guys. Right down here is our letter Q. And remember from last video, what letter needs to always go right next to the letter Q? What letter will always follow the letter Q? Good job. Did you say a U? Q and U will always be side by side. They make what sound together? Qua, qua, qua. Q says qua, qua, qua. Great job, guys. All right, we found some of our letters on the screen today. We're going to hop on over and we are going to learn some words that start with T, U, and V. So we're going to start with our first letter T. Remind me again, what is this, an uppercase T or is this a lowercase t? Good, this is an uppercase capital T. And right next to it, we have our lowercase t. So we're going to practice writing those letters T, uppercase and lowercase. So take your pointer finger up near and we are going to use our tracing finger in the sky to write our letters T. So go ahead, start with your finger. Remember we always start our letters at the top. So we're going to make the top hat of our T. Over the top, meet back in the middle, down to the bottom is our uppercase T. Great job, guys. Go ahead and get ready to do our lowercase t. Remember, we always start our letters at the top. We're going to go down, come back to the middle, and cross it over. We have our uppercase T, and our lowercase t. Great job, guys. We're going to hop on down to our first word that I have that starts with the letter T. So I'm going to use my initial consonant sound to figure out what this word is. We are on the letter T, and I know T makes what sound? Shout out what sound T makes. Good. Did you say t, t, t? Good. I'm going to look at my picture so I can help. That's going to help me figure out what this word is. I know this sound is t, t. So I'm going to connect them and I'm going to say t, t, truck. This is a truck. T-R-U-C-K spells truck. Please repeat that for me. Truck. Good job, guys. Truck is spelled T-R-U-C-K. And I have a picture of a truck down here to support my answer that this is the word truck. Great job, guys. All right, let's hop on down to our next word. I'm sure you guys can figure out what word this is based on our picture down here. Our pictures will always help us support our words. Okay, so I have my first letter, my initial consonant sound is t, 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 because my letter is T, and T says t. Okay, this is the word turtle. Please repeat that word for me, turtle. Great, and turtle starts with the letter T. And I can look at my picture to support that this is the word turtle, T-U-R-T-L-E. Great job, guys. So remind me again, what sound does T make? T, t, t. Awesome job, guys. All right, we're going to hop on over to our next letter. We have our uppercase U and our lowercase u. Go ahead and get ready to trace in the sky our uppercase U and our lowercase u. Good job, guys. All right, you know that we start all the way at the top for our letters. We're going to come down, around, and back up for our U. All right, let's do our lowercase u. Remember, we start all of our letters up at the top, down, around, and back down. So these are two very similar letters. But for our lowercase u, we always come back down at the end. So we have our uppercase u and our lowercase u. Great job, guys, tracing those letters in the air. Okay, let's hop on down and learn two words that start with the letter U. We have this first word is umbrella. Everybody repeat umbrella. Umbrella starts with the letter U. Great job, guys. U-M-B-R-E-L-L-A spells umbrella. Great job, guys. All right, we're going to hop on down to our next word. Who thinks that they can figure out what word this is? If you know what word this is, please shout out the name of this word. What word is this? Did you say unicorn? Unicorn. This is our special circumstance. Unicorn starts with the letter U, but it doesn't make the sound like umbrella. It says unicorn. But this unicorn starts with the letter U. U-N-I-C-O-R-N spells unicorn. And I can make sure that that's correct by looking at my picture. Okay, so remind me, what are two words that we just learned that start with the letter U? Umbrella and unicorn. Great job, guys. Can you remind me the two words that we learned that start with the letter T? T. Great job. Truck and turtle. Good job. So we know truck and turtle start with T, and umbrella and unicorn start with U. All right, let's hop on over to our last letter. We have V. What sound again does V make? Good job. We have our uppercase V and our lowercase v. We're going to hop on over and practice tracing our letter V. So let's start with our capital V. Get your tracing fingers ready in the sky. Okay, as we always start every letter up on the top. We're going to go down, meet in the middle, back up we go. Good job. Try that one again. Up at the top, meet in the middle, and up we go. All right. Lowercase v is exactly the same, just smaller. Up at the top, we go down and back up. Great, so you did your uppercase V and your lowercase v. Good job, guys. Okay, we have two words here that start with the letter V. Who thinks that they can try figuring out what word we have here based on our picture, based on our initial consonant sound of this first letter, V? You know the word, shout out the word we have here. Did you say violin? This is a violin. Violin starts with the letter V. Violin. Everybody repeat that word. Violin. Look at the word and please tell me how you spell that word. Good job. V-I-O-L-I-N spells violin. Violin starts with the letter V. Okay, who thinks that they know our next word? If you know this next word, shout out this next word. Okay, I'm going to look at my first letter is V. I know V says V. I'm going to look at my picture to help me solve what this word may be. This is the word Valentine. Valentine starts with the letter V. Please repeat that word for me. Valentine, good job, starts with what letter again? V, good job. All right, remind me again, what letter does V say, or what sound does V make? Good job, guys. All right, what were our two words that start with the letter V? Violin and Valentine. Great job, guys. Okay, we're going to hop on over and we are going to go over to Arc Bookshelf and we are going to practice our initial consonant sounds in our story. So we are going to read the story Ha Ha Ha. Ha 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 starts with what letter? H. Good job. And H says Huh, huh, huh. Great job. All right, we're going to read Ha Ha Ha. Remember what we're working for to get to 3Y. We are getting our mouth ready in position to make the first letter sound of the new word on each page. And then we want to match the first letter sound and make sure it makes sense with the picture. Okay, so we're going to read ha, ha, ha. So what I'm going to do first is figure out the pattern of my story. When I figure that out, then I can make sure I'm looking at my new word to figure out what that new word is on each page. Okay, I'm going to read this first sentence and then you're going to read it with me. He can make a mouse laugh. Please read that along with me. He can make a mouse laugh. Good job, guys. Remember, I have my capital at the beginning of my sentence and I have a period at the end of my sentence here. That's what we have in every sentence. Okay. All right, let's see what our next sentence is. He can make a bat laugh. Read that one with me. He can make a bat laugh. So I'm going to go back to my first page and I see that my new word will be this second to last word here. So this word will be the new word on each page. So that's when I come to this second to last word, I am going to need to use my initial consonant sounds to figure out what that word is. So I know the pattern is he can make a, and then our new word, laugh. So this will be the same on every page. So he can make a, I have my new word. It starts with what letter? B. Good job. And what sound does B make? B, B, B. I'm going to look at my picture. I'm going to say B, B, bat. Bat starts with the letter B. And I can check my picture and I know that this is a bat. He can make a bat laugh. Good job, guys. All right, let's go on to our next page. Okay, let's try this one. He can make a. I want you to try to figure out this new word. You will look at the first letter, say the sound of that first letter, and try to figure out that new word. Go ahead and try to figure that one out quickly. Good job. Did you say cat? Cat. I know this is my letter C. I know C says k. I'm going to say cat, and I'm going to check my picture, and that's a picture of a cat. So we have he can make a cat laugh. Read that along with me, please. He can make a cat laugh. Good job. Let's hop on to our next one. All right, I'm going to read this. Try to figure out the new word, and then you will do it with me, okay? He can make a, all right, new word starts with the letter D. I know D says D, D. All right, so I'm going to say he can make a dog laugh. And I can check my picture, and this is a picture of a dog. So I know that this new word is dog. Please read this sentence with me. He can make a dog laugh. Good job, guys. I want you to try this sentence all by yourself, going along with the pattern, coming to the new word, figuring out the letter sound, and checking it with your picture. Go ahead and try this one on your own. All right, guys, let's try this one together now, okay? He can make a, all right, letters G, g, girl laugh. And we have a picture of a girl here. So I know that this new word is girl. Read this with me, please. He can make a girl laugh. Good job, guys. Okay, let's try this new one. He can make a, all right, our new letter is B. And what sound does B make? B, B. Boy, good job. He can make a boy laugh. Read that one on your own, please.